I'm alive. She ain't quite got Granny low, but first is pretty slow. Except for you start going downhill a little bit. Pretty slow. Today we're working on not a 1985 Chevy Suburban, but a 19 mystery number log splitter with a very custom, very homemade log splitter. There's some years on this guy. There's a lot of trees that have gone through this unit. And I also don't have the right ball in the hitch right now, so she's professionally on there by gravity and a chain. Oh yeah. It took 4 pulls! 4. This is my current strategy of not having a crane drop on me. This was added on to here. Oh my goodness. This was added on here a million years ago to make it so you could lift ridiculously heavy logs that were too heavy to lift onto here. The issue is, number one, there's no sorting table to put the log on. Number two, it was a hand crank winch. So really, the mechanical advantage was not really there. Number three, there's really no way to ever hook the thing onto it. No way to hook the cable onto a log. So it really never worked. But yeah, these are fine threaded bolts. I think they're 1/2 inch because the ends are 3/4, and they're fine threaded. They're thick, no washers or anything. But there you go. Well, I guess I'll have an extra bit of square tubing now. Maybe some good gussets or something. Maybe some kind of straight angle iron. Oh, just nonsense, nonsense. Not the Sabrina Carpenter song. I'm alive. This thing's got some mass to it and has not been off of there in a long time. It's gonna look really weird without having that giant hunk of junk singing off the end. The plan, I guess I never went over the plans for upgrades for this, is one, oh, somebody got a nice C10 or something, and a rat. Maybe there's a show somewhere, maybe they're just Friday cruising. Plans is to trip, of course, but find a way to maybe do a nice mounting system for that pin, and maybe throw some little bushings in there, because this likes to You can't really get it to do it, but it likes to shimmy. This end's not too bad. Maybe I like to heat up and bend back these corners straight. And the big thing is I want to chop off this blade and put a new one in. Because this guy has been, yes. Long story short is we lent this out to somebody a million years ago. And they were splitting logs that were literally this deep and about 2 feet in diameter. So they broke off the top part of the blade. And they also bent the plate. If you can't tell, that's 1/2 inch, I think, maybe 3/8. It is thick, way thicker than it should need to be. And it still got bent. So, yeah, that's impressive. But yeah, and then we like to put on the other side, probably actually go around, and so around the back half, and then around probably to about here, is put a nice sorting table there. So you can just put the stuff you still need to split there. Easy spot to just put wood on too, and all that. Wouldn't mind maybe revamping the hitch scenario a little bit. Probably shortening it, because I don't know why it's 15 feet long for some reason. Like, what is the purpose of this? I never understood. Why does the log splitter need to be as long as a car? Or longer? I don't know, probably cut this in half and put it up to here. Even then, like, you can jackknife it with a truck with missing all this and still hitting it all over here. Like, completely. Like, you hit the jack, not even. It's like, I don't understand. Some weird, I already fixed the tire. Some weird goofy valve stem. Whatever, so yeah. And I spent a bunch of time cleaning the shop. I'm not done, but I wanted to get at least a little bit done on this. We have a bit of a bird eviction notice happening in here. Oh!
Oh, anger.
He's not happy. Oh, there's eggs.
Oh, there was an egg. Evil doer. Go away. Angry. It's the fourth nest we knocked down there.
Found the blade. Finally got the torch, got the holes cleaned out out of the torch and cut all that. So now, I'm gonna bang it with a hammer. See, that works. That doesn't come out. Maybe we'll get really sketchy and use that guy to try to pop this off. Throw a chunk of wood in there, see what happens. Yes, I'm now gonna bang it with a hammer and see if it comes off. She's off. Took a few swings. As you notice, it is hollow, which is good and bad at the same time. Brace in the back, whatever. You see whatever this piece is that was welded in. Probably pretty high carbon because that's the front edge, or whatever. But we can remedy this situation with a big dog chunk that we have, and then reinforce it similar to that guy. But yes, I feel like this is going to be a lot stronger. And then also, it's not going to be a death sentence every time you're trying to use it. We finished grinding and some random mower highlighter guy came back. We moved this forward, so whatever. I ground this all down pretty decent. So now, we're going to shoehorn the thingamawhat's that's in the thingamajig. And do that right about there.
Using the greatest welder ever made.
Lincoln AC 225.
Tombstone!
You can, the Buzz Box. You can buy it at Home Depot for $600 and some right now. Still make the same thing. Well, those are AC/DC, that's just AC. We're gonna start at 180 amps, because we're welding that thick to that thick. So I don't believe we're gonna, I think the limiting factor right now is this.
So when this fails, we'll bust out the titanium 125.
The titanium flux 125.
And get her done.
I have welded 1/2 inch plate with the titanium flux 125. You can do about 1 inch of weld at a time with 035 wire, and then you can do it at an inch, and you have to then it hits duty cycles. You have to do an inch, wait a minute, do an inch, wait a minute. It takes a minute, but it will work. Okay, now we're gonna weld this and hopefully not make it crooked.
So we have a blade and a brace. We dismantled the wedge with a broken blade. Lots of grinding, lots of cutting, lots of fans. Just shut that one off. So, the old buzz box has done what it needs to do. We are trying out some wood to see how this guy goes.
Even though we already
The Predator will not let us down. A little bit of choke. Right there. What percent throttle is that? What percent throttle?
all of it.
Okay. I normally go less. No.
No, we haven't got 50% through. It's all going in still.
Okay. See what you can do? Not even a
The
pause.
only thing that it cares about is going back.
Yeah.